Alright, it's late, but I got this set that I mentioned the last time as what I should have done for a quick video. So this is the 4+ GP Ninjago set. Hold on. I could have cut the thing before I started the video, but I didn't. I did not. And this is what it's quite a big box. It's bigger than the well, actually I've got this one too, and it's actually the same size as that box. Actually this box is bigger, so that's not a good example. I don't know where the last one is, the one that I did beforehand. So there are 3 in this series. But you get this thing, look at that. So that's another look. There's 2, you get 2 minifigures in this one. So even though it's a lot simpler, look at that. You get 2 and they flop together. This is going to be exciting. And there they are. There's 2 of them. So that's fun. That's new. And that, I feel like I could just look at the picture and make it off the picture. But we're going to do it pro-like. And I've got my little container. And do it all by the book. This is the book here. We're going to do it by this book, the Ninjago, which is quite thick. Honestly, it's thicker than you'd expect for what looks like a very simple set. But I guess it's going to have very simple instructions. Can you actually see that? Like, it's not shiny. It's shiny for me. So the shiny bits over there, right? Those are legs. I think those are. What's his name? I know all the characters' names. This one's Lloyd. I thought it was Lloyd. There we go. So I don't know who's Lloyd's. This is Lloyd's face. They've got green eyes. I've watched the movie. I know all about it. I've perhaps watched 5 minutes of the TV series at some point in the very, very past, distant past. Looks like you get to shoot things. I'm thinking. That's a scary person's face. And they get a cool hat, and they get some swords and weapons, but we're going to just skip over that because it's not that important. What's really important is putting bits and pieces on this, because I just want to see this motorcycle finished. Where'd the other green bit go? It was over here. Okay. Gosh. So a bit of a disappointment today. I knew this was going to happen, so I've been wanting to get this book, the second in this silo series, and I knew it was going to come today, and it was because I ordered it, got a hold on it in the library, and it's being delivered from another library, and I'm like, I knew it was going to arrive today, but I had to go into work, and so I couldn't pick it up. But I was like, I probably should have gone just before I left, and like I could have gone. And just as I was going to work, and stopped by the library, because they send like notification, like an email saying, oh, it's arrived at your library, but they're always a little bit late, and it's like I knew it was going to do that, so I should have gone, but I didn't go. And so the long story short is I got an email later on saying it had arrived, but it was all lies. It had arrived earlier than that, I'm sure of it. And so now I have to wait till tomorrow. It's like, So I have been reading some short stories. It's fine. This is the major drama of my day. So I'm just going to mention. Other than the fact that I got wet again. It's rainy, rubbish weather. Went to work. Was all a bit grumpy. But turned out to be fine. So I'm grumpy because I don't want to do the job at the moment. I want to sit at home and do computer programming, which I will be doing for a couple of months, soon-ish enough. And I'll probably feel bad about not working. I've done this wrong. I've done this right. It's fine. So I'm doing, a good chunk of it at the moment. I feel bad already because, because I'm cool, and all the poor kids aren't going to have a cool person to look after them, to talk to chit-chat with for a while. But you never know. Maybe I could do 1 day a week. The thing is, if I do 1 day a week, it will just never end. It'll be 2 days a week, and 3 days a week, and then 4 days, and then, you know, it just doesn't stop. But hopefully, they're very short on staff. It's one of these strange situations. Everyone's short on staff, I think. Yet, everyone's got a job, and there's like, you know, you keep hearing that there's high employment, and it's just everyone's short on staff, and it's hard to find people because nobody wants to do it. And it's like, but why? I don't know. I'm not looking for a job at the moment. Time could come though. Time could come. Now that one goes there. This piece here always gets me because it's just such a weird. I'm glad to see that it's being used, but it's just such a weird piece. Like, because you can't actually use the holes on the side. It's just a weird piece. It just feels like there's just a limited number of uses for this. And I feel like they're just using it here because, you know, it's probably like, you know, it was designed by like the Lego boss's like cousin or something, and cousin's niece. And they wanted to make it, and it was just kind of like a favor. And so now it exists, and they're just finding reasons to put this in. I mean, I don't know. It just, you know, because I mean, they must do this kind of thing where they go through, look, it's a printed piece, yay, 4+. Where they go through and they say, do we really, you know, where they have to decide. Again. It's like I've got one stud, and it's just like, it just happens to fit. And it's like, I guess they could be saving plastic, but who knows. But anyway, you know, there's like a consultation period where they sit down and they say, well, we've got this piece here. Is it worth making a mold and going through and doing production runs? And so someone sat down and said, yes, this piece is this is vital. We're going to spend it's like $1 million a mold or something like that, from the documentary that I watched from several years ago. So maybe it's like $2 million for a mold. And then we're like, we'll make the mold and we'll do this and then we'll do, and it's like, they did this for this piece here, and it's like, well, I guess it's got this one use, right? And they're using it exactly here. And you're like, well, what are the other uses? I'm sure there are. Oh, I forgot. There was something I was going to do on the internet. Oh, rats. I still can. I've still got my internet connection turned on. But I've forgotten what it was. Oh. Double rats. Oh, I just remembered. That's right. I mentioned it in the last video. It was all about the underground tunnel thing. Obviously underground tunnel, because they don't do overground tunnels for the train line. I was going to check if they're still doing it, because the last few days the annoying droning sound has actually lessened. I think. Maybe I'm just getting much better at ignoring it. So, got to do that before I... Oh, I didn't do Wordle today. Oh, rubbish. Too late. I'm not doing that. I'll have to do the archive version. Some kid today told me, oh, you can go to this archive thing and you can do it there. I'm like, no, I don't want to do that. But I'm probably going to have to... where am I putting this piece? Where is this piece actually going? Is it going there? Well, I've already done that. I just did it automatically. Yeah, okay, fine. It's too late. It's done. It's gone. Should have remembered that. Oh, well. Maybe I did do Wordle this morning and forgot. Possibly not. Well, we've done the bike. That's the bike. The bike is done, and it's quite solid. That's for sure. I feel like, you know, that's a 4+ set. That's a pretty cool piece. This one. These two pieces here. That it kind of doesn't feel like a 4+ set. It just feels like a normal set with this awesomely cool piece that just happens to be a bit big. So we'll sit there and we'll finish this off, because I wanted to go to sleep and do a Duolingo session, which is just going to be the silly little match up the words puzzle, which I'm getting so annoyed with. It's not very helpful. It's not educational at all, I don't think. I much prefer the days when they have the like mini tests that get bigger and harder and harder and harder. That's the way I prefer to do practice. But there's only 2 days a week for me. It's like, surely, or maybe there's a setting you can change and just make the thingy what's it. I mean, the one where you choose the matching upwards is definitely the way of, you know, getting some serious XP points, but it's not particularly useful for anything else. So there we go. That's the cool thing, which I actually thought was LLoyd's sword. So I'm glad that I didn't actually give it to LLoyd and kept it for myself. And then we've got this, and we're just going to hold it in our hands twice. Well, there are two of them. Well, that's why. We can't possibly hold it one in. Oh, I did it. I held them both in my one hand. Are they going to be like put together like this? I guess. Because they have fronts and backs. They don't go like that. They will look a bit naff if you do that. So anyway, we are just going to not pay attention to what I'm saying, and then we're going to stick this here, like that, the worst possible way. There we go. Doing it all at once. And now we're going to put these on the side. Very exciting. Lots of fun. And like these are also these kind of odd pieces. You can't really see what they look like because there you can see it. I mean, they feel like they're kind of like whoever made that piece was kind of like, maybe we should make these weird looking shaped pieces. They're very smooth and rounded and, you know, but I think they come in more handy. I just yawn because I'm tired. Because I'm trying to get up early because we just finished daylight savings. So I'm out by an hour, and I'm just going to keep it up and as long as possible before I slip back into what I used to do. And I will dream of the time when I used to get up early in the morning. But I did get up early today. So, but that's the thing. I can't go to sleep too late. Right. So tomorrow night I might try just not using the computer. And just reading a book or something and doing a video and organising things, trying to find this bits and pieces. Oh, we've got an exciting video coming up. It's going to be cleaning this electronic device. Because this doesn't work at all, but apparently it did work in the sale thing. But that's actually how much I paid for it. Is that even? You can't even see that. Oh, I know. I showed it. Right. It's very big. This is Pac-Man. Yeah. So we're going to take it apart and see why it doesn't work. Surely that is a cleaning thing that you can fix pretty easily. That's going to be a great video. It's going to be like top quality, that one. This is the second one of those I've got, I think. I think my other one's not so good condition. I don't know why I bought that. I think it was just, I was just like, wow, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to go crazy and buy it. Which is not. And then I went and bought a calculator for far too much money. It's like, I broke my calculator rule of not spending a lot of money on calculators. But it's one of those Casio game ones that I haven't actually, I've got a couple of them. But they all play the same game. One of them plays music as well. And this one plays a different game. So I got it. That's a true story. So anyway, I still haven't got the boxing one, which is one I kind of have to get because my brother had that when I was a kid. And it would annoy him if I had it again. But those are pretty expensive, those ones. So if you don't know anything about Casio calculators from the 80s that play games, then this will make no sense to you. But they were Casio calculators from the 80s that played games. So anyway, and also Casio calculators from the 80s that were electronic keyboards, of which I have one. The VR, whatever, V something one, whatever it is. Anyway, so these things shoot, and are they any good? The little bits go in here, and there's that little thing, you know, that thing. Is it going to work? We're gonna shoot LLoyd. LLoyd's going to fall over. It's going to be embarrassing for LLoyd. Whoa! He did actually fall over. That's amazing. So anyway, we'll get on his bike because he's so angry because he fell over. These are pretty good minifigures. They definitely don't feel like the cheapy ones you get in the magazine. They sell like the Lego Friends ones and a Lego Batman magazine, and I keep thinking I should probably buy another one. but they're not really worth it. And you know, the minifigures aren't as good quality as the normal ones. Definitely feel the difference. Alright, I gotta turn those hands just the right way, and it's going to be exciting. It's going to be super exciting. Alright, clip those hands in, and they're done. So they're done. This guy here is doing that, and we've got spare bullets, which may or may not glow in the dark. I do not think they glow in the dark, but they look like they should glow in the dark, but they don't. I suspect. So yeah, I prefer this colour to the toothpaste colour, to be honest. You can't really tell. They look white, don't they? No, you can kind of work it out. You can kind of see what I mean. Anyway, that's it. We get one spare piece, which is this thing here, which is a bit, you know, not as cool. And there's another one over here, so that must have been from a previous set. Are they all going yellow? Are they not having grey ones anymore? Well, fair enough. You gotta move with the times. Is there anything else on the next page? I don't think so. There is a picture where you can shoot things, and a whole lot of things. So, like I quite like doing the Ninjago sets, but I can't imagine buying anything too large. But I might get those, like the next size up. I got a second-hand Lego set. It came in the mail today. It's this Technic set, so we'll do this at some point. It's already been done, as you might be able to tell. So, but that's like last year's Technic. There was another one. The other one in the series from last year was on special, and I didn't actually get it in time. Like there might be another one still in the shop, hidden behind all the other stuff. So hopefully, it will come back. But I've got some other cool. I've got more cool Lego sets to do. Lots of Lego sets, lots of non-Lego sets. Thanks for watching. That was a fun Ninjago one. That only took 18 minutes. No, 17 minutes, which is better than normal. So good short video, kind of. Thanks for watching, and have a good evening. Bye.